When I tell you it's been 2 entire weeks since the results came out and I still haven't checked them, why? I was waiting on you guys. Yeah. Well, to be fair, when I tried to check it, I realized that my code is missing, so... I found it. So we're starting with English. Guys, I took this subject on a higher level initially, but then I had to drop down to switch to Dutch higher level because... You know, Dutch requirements, but whatever. When I tell you I used to be so good at English, my whole entire life, English was my #1 subject. I always would get 7 out of 7s. I was a perfect English student. I would read all the time till I started SL. When I tell you my grade went from a 7 to a 4, but you know what? Still, I feel like it's a 5. So, let's see. I think it's a 5. I got a 4! No! No! I only needed 3 marks to increase the... I missed a 5 by 3 points. You know what? It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. We can still... It's okay. Dutch, aka my best subject. On higher level. This one has to be a 6. If this one is not a 6, what am I doing with my life? If this is not a 6, I'm suing the country. Are you ready? I got a 6. I got a 6. Guys, guess who got a 6? I needed like 9 points to get a 7. That's not bad. I was so close. You know what? I'm gonna skip biology because my whole entire IB life, I used to fight with my teacher to get a 7 on my predicted. And like, at some point, I was like overstudying to a point where I memorized like every past paper. And I mean every year, every time zone, I memorized every freaking past paper. So like, when the actual exams came, I didn't know if I was actually good at it or was it because like I memorized it. So I used to cry for a 7. Now, if I see a 4, I'm actually gonna leave this room right now, you know, like I'm leaving. Or through the window. That's also an option. Chemistry. I remember like when I first started the year, I told myself I'm gonna study next week, and that week turned into a month, and that month turned into 3 months, and then the exams came, and I realized I've never studied chemistry. Like, no joke, I haven't studied at all. Not even a minute. If you ask me anything right now, I don't remember, no. And it's also like a higher level subject, so just don't be like me. You know, don't be like me. Because chemistry used to be my favorite subject, and I know how crazy that sounds, but it used to be my favorite subject. If someone asked my favorite subject, I'd be like, duh, chemistry. Of course it's chemistry, like, my favorite subject. How could you even ask that? Of course it's chemistry. But, yeah, I feel like simply because I did not study, that's gonna be low. It's a 4. I feel like it's a 4. I know myself. But you know what? I'm happy because considering I never studied, this 4 is like very... But you know what? I'm still happy because it's a very natural 4. It's talent. It's not studying. It's talent. It sits inside of me because I never studied. I bought myself like 3 IB books, and those are expensive because they're like €80 each. I didn't study at all, not even a minute. And I got a 4. And you know what? It's a flex. It's a flex. I feel like it's a flex. And don't come at me saying, oh my god, I didn't study and I got a 7. You did not. Stop lying to yourself. And just look at my 4. Hey! Extended essay. I just know your reaction is like, physics. extended essay. Are you crazy? Well, I'm not crazy, but I wanted to do it in biology. I wanted to do it on an experiment on stomach acid, but to be really fair, I just found it too disgusting. So I was like, I'm gonna do it in English because once again, it was one of my best subjects. I got rejected.
I got rejected.
And my school has limited teachers, so they had like limited spots per subject. So by the time I got rejected, it was already too late. The only subject that was left was physics or chemistry. And I didn't want to do like a experiment, you know what I mean? Because that would take time. So I switched to physics. And I first wanted to do it on kinematics, but then I was like, that's gonna be a bit hard. And then I was like, what is something that I like? Lenses. Guys, my freaking lenses didn't arrive. I found lenses that were like 600 each, and I needed at least 5 lenses because, you know, 5 data points. They were supposed to be like same, you know? I'm not paying like 2,000 euro for a dumbass school thing, you know? So I might have bought like cheap ass lenses off Amazon, and I just prayed that my teacher won't notice. Because when I first told him about it, my supervisor, he was like, you cannot do this because you need like similar lenses. But those were like, I'm telling you, 500 euro each. So at some point he was searching for me. He was like, I couldn't find it. You cannot do this. And it was already too late for me to switch experiments. So I was like, I got it. Like, leave it to me. And that's where I ordered fake lenses. Did it work out? Yes. Maybe a C. It's a C. I'm gonna actually cry. No freaking way. I got a freaking B. I should have studied physics. I freestyled the entire paper. My exam went horrible. Not a peace sign. I think I got a 2. I got a 4! And I know you might be like, oh my god, 4 is not good. I freestyled that shit. It was so bad. I feel like physics was my worst, no, math. Math was my worst subject. Speaking of maths, when I tell you I cried after this exam, and not because it was bad, because I was just so happy that I'm done. How many points do I have now? 18? Please be a 2. Listen, I know you guys can see it here, but this is just so incredible. I gotta show you here. Like, what do you mean I got a 4? I got a 4. I got a 4. My maths is a 4. I got a 4 math. Water. Maybe I should have studied maths. TOK was actually one of my good subjects. I remember not doing shit for it. Like, when I tell you we used to play games the whole class, I mean it. You can ask my Bolt teacher. If TOK is not a B, I might as well fail, you know? Like, if it's not a B, I might as well fail. That's how confident I am. Like, I'm hella confident in TOK. And I remember my teacher telling me I'm gonna get an 8 out of 10. Like, point-wise. So, this one has to be a B. Like, well, to be fair now, if I think about it properly, if I got a B on extended essay, how on earth did I get a B on my TOK? That should have been an A. I'm just saying. Wait, I didn't look at the boundaries on physics and maths. Going back. You're telling me I missed a 5 by 1 point? I missed a 5?
By 1 point?
1 point? It's okay. 괜찮아.
Kincana ding ning 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 ning. Ku menahan rasa sakit. Rasa sakit.
괜찮아요. Physics again. What is up with me missing the upper grade by like 1 point, 3 point, 4 points? Imagine I failed. I feel bad for the people who fell because of 1 point. Jesus Christ. My God. Okay, now it's time to go back to biology. You know when you take a shower and the steam like covers the glass? I used to draw freaking membranes. I used to draw freaking glycolipids for the exam that was in a month. And then I would score a 7, but get like 99%. I would go to the teacher and be like, Miss?
I didn't get a point here.
Okay. It's like I'm happy, but it's not a 7. I got a 6. I'm gonna say something I can't believe I'm saying, but my teachers predicted my grades perfectly. And I don't want to say this because I've been fighting them since year 1. But you know what? I'm still right. I'm still right. Anyways. So my total TOK points are 2 points, right? Yes, 2 points. I can't believe I got 2 points. Jesus. Total points, 30. I got 30 points. So my whole 2 years of suffering is done. It's finally done. I can print this and put this on my wall. We passed! I passed IB. I passed IB. IB, you thought you could win over me, huh? Not in this lifetime. Not in this lifetime. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you also passed your IB diploma if you're even doing IB. Am I happy? Yes, to be fair, I am. I remember my goal being 34 points, but 30 points it still does because it is above the average from what I heard. So we're good. We're above the average. And I'll see you in the next video, which I don't know what it will be, but I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. Look at this, I got 30 points. 30 points, huh? She's been studying with me the whole time. My whole IB life, she's been studying with me. She's proud. She's very proud.